Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So today we are putting our manure in our greenhouse so that way we can start planting. I decided to use the black cow manure. I've seen a lot of people use this manure. This will be our first time using it. We are not sponsored or affiliated whatsoever. It is something that I just want to try. I've seen other channels use it and they've had a lot of success. So we're going to try it in our greenhouse. We put 7 bags on one of our beds, which was a heavier amount of the manure. And then on the other side, we only put 5 bags and a less ratio. We have our topsoil on the bottom and then our black cow manure on top. So guys, this is the side right here that has the heavier manure and it looks really good. So far it's really nice. It crumbles very well. The little the chunks of it is absolutely gorgeous. So we have 4 bags, 3 or 4 bags left. We're going to actually put that outside where we're going to be planting our garlic. So guys, this is our garlic bed right here. And what we're going to be doing, this right here has the cow manure that we bought last year. And this is what the bed's mostly made out of. And then we have put rabbit manure in here. And now we're going to be adding the black cow manure.
And then cut that one. Did Glenn sharpen your knife yet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And take all the bags. Get out, both of us could go.
Well, I need to get my glasses. I could call them and ask them.
Yeah.
Mama. Mom.
Hmm.
So we've been kind of delaying on planting our garlic because our chickens like to get out of our chicken pen and free range, which is perfectly fine. But they like to get into my garden beds and push all the dirt back. So we are in the process of making the wire higher around our chicken coop to try to prevent our chickens getting in our raised beds. This is not going to be our permanent garden forever. Eventually we'll have a bigger garden down below where we had some land cleared, but that's going to be a while. But right now I need to get my garlic planted and we have to keep the chickens in the chicken coop so that way we can have our dirt and our garlic stay in our bed. So guys, we're going to figure out what kind of seeds we're going to plant in our greenhouse for the winter time. We're super excited. We're glad to have the soil done. So now we're going to start our winter garden together. So guys, we are going to plant some lettuces. We're going to do the salad mix. We're going to do some kale, spinach. I'm also going to do some arugula. From Baker Creek, I got this Russian red. I want to try it. I'm going to try to plant some onions and some leeks. I've looked it up. It says that I should be able to. We're still pretty warm. We just have to keep it warm enough to germinate. We're in the 80s in the greenhouse. Sometimes to the middle 80s. I think that's warm enough. And but we're going to give it a try. I want to do some chives. I'm going to do radishes. And I'm going to do carrots. So let's get started. So I have 3 different varieties of the salad mix. We're going to plant these first and I'm going to keep them separated so that way I can figure out which one I like best. With these right here, we make tons of salads. We love salads. We're currently doing more meat and salads. That's what we just prefer. So we're gonna try this. Also, if I plant so much of this and just have it in abundance, we also can feed that to our rabbits. So let's get this in the ground. So I really should get me a harvesting chair, which would make it so much easier, but I'm gonna get on the ground and get really close to the dirt. It's always a nice place to be. I just can't explain how happy I am to be able this year to be able to plant our winter crops and having them for the first time. It's super exciting, and I hope it works out well. That was one thing I said for this year. I wanted to make it a goal to be able to have a greenhouse so we can make this possible. So I'm just going to come down and I'm going to make me a little row. This is going to be for a salad mix, so it's more, we're just going to sow our seeds. So this is the first one I'm going to do. It says it takes 45 to 50 days. So that's not very long at all. So I'm gonna leave this little tag. So this will be the first batch. I need to make me some little tags to put in these. This is the second one I'm gonna do. This one's from Baker Creek. Now this one right here, this one gets sowed pretty thick. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pull some dirt over. So I just pulled some dirt over like this right here. I just pulled it over a little bit. And we're just sprinkling it in. Alright, so that's our second variety. And now we're just going to cover it up. I'm going to try to divide the beds, so that way I know where each thing starts and begins. That's a little crooked, but it'll do. Okay guys, so our next one is a salad mix. So we're going to plant this the same way we did the previous one. I've seen this on Living Tradition, and it is a seedling square, and it kind of tells you where you need to plant. If it tells you to plant 6 inches apart, 12 inches apart, and this is a square foot, which is pretty neat. It comes with a little cup right here. And you could just like put this on wherever you need to place a seed. And also, and it tells you 1 inch, 2 inches, 3 inches deep, and 4 inches deep. And then you have this little scoop that you can put your seeds in to help plant your seeds. So I'm super excited about being able to use this. I purchased it well over a year ago, probably around 1.5 years ago, and just wait until we had some garden beds to be able to plant, and we finally do in our greenhouse, so I'm super excited. So right here it kind of tells you your red is going to be for beets, carrots, green onions, leeks, microgreens, parsnips, radishes, salad greens, scallions, turnips. And it continues to list on what you can plant. This is really, really neat. So here, your blue is your corn, chives, fennel, garlic. So the next lettuce that we have right here is a romaine lettuce, and it should be 12 inches apart. So that'll give us the nice heads of lettuce. So we're going to poke our holes. It also tells us that it only needs to be 1/4 of an inch deep. Now these seeds are pretty large, so I will be able to plant these easily. I'm going to put 2 seeds per hole just to make sure they come up. Since it's not big enough to put another square in the back, I'm just going to place 2 seeds. Now I just have a few seeds left right here. So I'm just going to go in the center of there in them. And I don't really mind if I don't get huge heads. I'd actually probably prefer if I could just come in here and cut them and allow them to grow back. So our next lettuce is this. And it's telling me to plant it 1/8 inch deep. And then we'll end up thinning this out. And it says to thin it out. But we really like a lot of leaf lettuce instead of heads of lettuce. So what I'm thinking is that I'm just going to go ahead and plant this kind of thick. I got 2 packs and we'll just cut it. So the next thing I'm gonna plant is the kale. This one we're planting is a red kale. My next one is going to be arugula. And we're just going to sow them. I'm actually going to combine some of these. So we have these 2 lettuces. This is a head lettuce, a leaf lettuce, but I really just want to harvest the leaves. We'll cut them back. So even though we're gonna do these pretty thick, if it just gives me some small leaves for our salads and we cut them back, I will be okay with that. And if I do change my mind, all I have to do is come out here and thin the lettuce out. The one thing about these lettuces right here, that if I want to make some heads, all I have to do is just pull up the plants and transplant them, so that way they can have more growing space. So just because I'm planting them like this doesn't mean I necessarily have to keep them all like this. I can make some of these lettuces have nice heads if I decided that I wanted to pull them up and transplant. So my next one is going to be spinach. So over here, we have this whole bed. We have our spinach and lots of lettuces and arugula. Now, if everything comes up like it should, I mean, this would feed my family very well this winter and save us a ton of money, especially with the cost of stuff right now. 3 small heads of romaine lettuce is $4. I've tried Swiss chard in the past and it was kind of bitter and strong to me, so I'm gonna plant it kind of thin and pick it young and tender, and hopefully I'll like it better. I know it's really good for you, so I'm trying to try more things that's more healthier for me, because I'm trying to lose the weight and become healthier, so that way I can be with my family a lot more years. And if I want them larger, then when they start coming in, I can just come out here and thin them. So the next thing that we're going to plant is cilantro. We absolutely love this. Love it, love it, love it. We love to put it in our salsa. We love to put it in our salads. We just absolutely love this.